Good morning, folks. It's not quite 10 o'clock. I said I'd come on by 10. It's 9:46 a.m. on the 6th day, second month, 2023. Blessed man. Boy, are you getting afraid of the long reach? Oh, it's been going on like a summer beach for quite a while. And it's definitely affecting the storms in that area. Excuse me while I move some things around. I just poured coffee. Oh, it's cold outside today. Oh, we was sitting at, it says 0 now, but we actually hit -3 this morning. Man, it was a hard frost. I feel hard for the people that were wasting. Watch this beam come. Bzzzt. Wasn't on, now it is. Emerald is pulsing. Bzzz, 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 bzzz. A lot of wedgies here, hey? Not naturally occurring cloud formations fueling a storm over there. Old black water, keep on raining. Big old can bomb, gonna keep on booming them plumes. Gonna keep on booming them plumes. Let me get an update on this. I had it rolling for all morning actually, and I did show some nice clips of some combinations earlier. If you pay attention to some of my other shows, while I'm yakking, I very often show my screen that I'm loading. Oh, it's how I do. You'll catch some of my determinants. So I'm gonna let this the abominations of it all, and maybe we're lucky. We're gonna watch the wicked glitch. Come on, do we get some cities? Yeah, in a city, boom boom. I wonder what a violation I got in. And here I'll put my poop head on my head. The weather's gonna be very shitty, and you're gonna make 3 cyclones at once. And the simultaneous hitting of these is no coincidence. And I'm going to show you the birthing of one is going on right now. They're making it right now. And the beam has cut the moisture. So I know pretty much where it's going to go. She's going to come kiss the coast and go down, do a curveball out and hit New Zealand, smack it head on. Auckland, a little curveball, go right on the tip of your island, and hi there. You'll get it at both sides circulating at once. Never a good thing. Look at these bombs. Look. They're making it. They're making chemiclon. Man-made chemicane, chemfoolery at its finest, the bombing of the nations over here in international waters. And this is coming your way. This is making the cyclone. There's been a big beaming event that's done the decidence. Yeah, I've been waiting on it. I got a good look at it here. I can just take it to the end here and I'll show it to you. The last frame pretty much says it all. Pretty much says it all. Big beam come up. Straight up. Right through it. Right? That's cut the moisture. All that on that side goes this way. All that goes that way. You got a Hammond beam here. Right? See that there, that tickle? It's put a wall up here temporarily. So more of that'll tend to come to this side. When it comes to this side, you get a steering current. And she's going to steam over. And one big beam away from coming ashore. So it's not 100% that this thing is not, that it's going to steer away. And for all the ways I see it, it is. But with geoengineering, I don't have you wearing your ass as a hat, quick. And while don't be an asshat and not pay attention to this forecast today. You see that beam line right there? That's the decider. One comes out this way as well. So this is going to come in. Now all that moisture can't go back in this, into the what I call the uterus, where these a lot of storms are birthed. When those come here, they usually go here or here. When they come here, they have a greater chance of hitting Queensland. And when you put a wall of EMF up like that, right? And that there, there's just a bit of it. It's doing a sweep. See the wedge there? You've got a ship right there. You've got a lot of pulses going on here. I noticed a big one out to sea. I might have to go to the 48s to catch it. I'm going backwards now. And he does a square there to force that forward from that. That'll catch back around. Beam right there, beam right there. Fiji's beam, Labasa's beaming out to the west. We gotta watch this. On the 48, you'll see a big blast. When I take the timestamp up, you'll see a big blast go through the Coral Sea. Is my coffee ready? I hope so. Let's get them extra frames right here. You'll see. I'll catch it at the beginning. Right here. See these pulsations here? They're all epicentered right here. One there, one here. You've got ships, most likely the Chinese spy vessels, as that looks like their method of moving moisture. So is this a Chinese weather attack? See the stationary beam there? It's just holding up the river. It's moving moisture in a predictable way. I'm going to go forward now. And that pulse is pretty much done from there. And these ships could be moving. There could be a fleet of them. I know for a fact they own 3, because I've seen all 3 of them on pictures in the same place at the same time. Some years back after Tropical Cyclone Amos ravaged Fiji. Yeah, my beautiful one knew out there care enough about their planet above their own safety, and got great pictures of these boats for me. And they're on a computer over in Turkey. I get a lot of data. But does it matter? If I could show it every day still, I could show it now. See the square come down here? Here's your corridor. So she's going to come in and kiss. She's definitely going to kiss the coast, because that perturbation is going to stay active for a while. It's very easy to keep beaming that area, but she's going to tend to want to come through here with the top of the low. So it's going to look like you've actually got a corridor right here to here, where if it would ever to come ashore, that's where it'll hit. But it'll come close enough where all the wind and the waves and the water is going to impact the coastline there. So you're going to have to take this very seriously. And coming up, this river here is also of importance. It's steaming your way now. They're going to actually park this cyclone off here. It shouldn't do no direct hit. What's going to bother the north is the beams have actually pushed the river here. They've made a circulation here. You see this circle pop there? Most likely subject Alice Springs. Went up and did that one. There's a lot of beaming going on. That's going to put a huge earthquake risk here through Papua. Big time. Time stamp on that is on the 4th. And it's going to stay active for a while. And it actually backed the river up. And your low is actually going to form very suddenly. If coming from this direction, the Venturi effects and the various EMFs is going to cause a spin over there. And I'll get to what dates those are going to occur. So you'll have one here, one impacting up here, going close in and out and doing a curveball. It's going to do a weirdness. The pressure says so too. All the beams are going to force it. And if the weather plans are right, she's going to do a curveball coming across the island. Whammo. Auckland. So I'm going to now go with the weather plan. And they ain't bluffing on old backwater. They're wet in the back of the dingo, that's for sure. Look at that blast pointing right at there. Got a great big old aerial beam pointing right at the old nipple itself. What, you got a clamp on it? The clampers. This is horrendous. So we'll have a closer look at those beams in a moment. But right now I think it's more important I get to your who gets you first. Hi, welcome to today, where they said it's raining like this and you guys ain't reporting the same thing, and I ain't seeing that on these. Are they making a statistic? Is it raining there? I mean, get some cameras up over here. Somebody put one up at Mount Isa for me. Point it at the sky, please. Get it on lane. How's the water doing here, draining over? Not too much down the spillway. Look, you got some activity over there. Some people sitting. Let's see, the tide is going out, because you see where the buoys are. And they're coming in and out and in. You spray somebody who don't kick a try through there. England couldn't kick through that goal, could he? I have a joke here. How do you stop a billionaire or millionaire from sweating? Put an England jersey on him. Oh, should we say that about Charles too? Everybody's sport. Right, at least that's not overdoing it. I'm happy to see that. But as you can see here, you're going to have a moment. The moment of doubt and pain. As the storm is steered away from the mainland, you'll go, phew, and not buy up all the bread. And then they came into Kembam rank, and they boomed them plumes, and the air just stank. And they shouted out, who killed those tender leaves, when after all allowing this, it's you and me, as the tale of 2 fucking storms begin to impact simultaneous vortexations. Yes, this could be steered from space with a laser very easily from a single platform. Yep. And then the storms walked tall. They came and then they boomed away your skies. They worry the fuck about you, but don't forget to bring your surfboard and wax it right. This one here is going to be dangerous. The possibilities of this one making landfall. In all fairness, with the agendas going on and the way they want that port of Townsville and all this along the corridor, it's not going to surprise me if they don't hit it with a beam right about here on Wednesday. If they hit it with a beam on Wednesday and a beam here, it's coming ashore. And that spares New Zealand. But if they aim it away, then this is this country saying, fuck you, New Zealand, have it. If they turn all the radars on the coast, the locals, right, they make the wicked glitches come on, because you'll have to. You'll be blasting all along this coast. Brisbane be screaming up the coast here, but and allowing perturbation here that cools off and acts like a suction. Pull that fucker right along. And boy, is she leaning and steaming. But at any point here, a beam could bring her ashore. Any point, because it's got the block of the island. In all fairness, that should stall. That should stall there for a while. So there's going to be a geo move. And the pressure's going to decide it. That's where I go to the pressures now. Fuck, that's some wind. Don't get caught out there sailing. Dun, 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 on a skipper. Oh, my. Sometimes that don't sound like a bad idea to be stuck on Gilligan's Island. I need to see something. How much going on? Oh, chem bombs. Tazzy, look at that one here. Boom! The lines there above this cloud here. This is a separate cloud. You see the candy cone cloud here? Look, the ice cream cone with another cloud in front of it. Got a lot going on here. A lot of booming, a lot of plumbing. And then fevers will make the square clouds and they will not notice I wrote dick in the cloud. Swab that, motherfuckers. Geoengineer much? That's a boomer. It's a booming, pluming baby. That's a nice blue sky there for a moment. Oh, but not there. 13 hours ago. Then they said, yeah, you can have a little bit of global glaring. It's just glare this shit right on out. Burn your skin with the blue rays. Oh, the trees moving a bit. Looks like he was a bit windy. Oh, but looks here that you had gusts of 16.1 kilometers an hour. The temperature was at 22.1 degrees at 11:59. Look, you got all sorts of shit here. Your minimum temperature was 10.4. Fuck, that's going to make some storms. Just that's a lot of dynamics. That's very nipply, actually. It'd be very nipply weather. So, right, we'll look back at the pressure again. It's just steaming along. It's got its eye on taking a big steamer in New Zealand, so let's watch it go. I'm going to do it in jumps. Here he comes. The nightmare on every street. It wants to land grab anything you won't sell to thee. Black Rock Computer. It won the monopoly. And fuck all you do about it now. And it's still, look at the left. Then it's going to go. It must be Albuquerque over here. Or it somehow is touching the bottom of the trench itself. And because of this section, it'll bring it right the fuck into New Zealand. Then it's going to go have it. Have it. Have it. Do. Or they get to Hawke's Bay and all that right here on the Penis Insula. Everybody's saying the same. No, somebody's got to have the steamer. Rubber said you're going to carp it. I don't think they're going to keep it that far away. I'm thinking they're trying to catch you off guard. I think they want your vehicles to be somewhere floating. Because, you know, when they got the balloons and everything for you to look at, they'll all float down there. You know, Pennywise, that shit. How did that work out? Beep, beep, Richie. Canberra suck, Richie. Look at the fucking winds, New Zealand. Beep, 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 beep. They all float down there. And shit floats. And so do their fucking lame-ass excuses about geoengineering to be a needed thing. When I can see winds like this. This is fucking horrendous. This is a full-blown tropical cyclone that will be aimed at New Zealand. Aimed because Australia said, nah, we're going to turn our beams on. So we'll be looking for the wicked glitch. Because, well, geoengineering is coming for you. And it ain't that far away. It ain't that far away at all. The pressures ain't that super duper high and the winds ain't like what you saw there. They're damn sure fucking fast. You don't want your sailboat out in that, and you damn sure don't want... You wear that loose dress that day, everybody going to see your fanny. But it seems like to be the fad these days with nude yoga pants, which should have pants in the outside of them, by the way. Bicyclists with the pants on, dudes, come on. Put some shorts on over those. You look at this. Look at the pressure in this. This is absolutely barreling. It's absolutely barreling. That is a very dangerous storm. One slight bump in any direction of that momentum, and it'll come ashore. And it's possible. You get enough doldrums out there. If I wanted to do maximum damage to this coastline right now, I will pop a beam because there's a station right here where my middle fingers are. I'm not going to be exact with you. It's a military base. And they pop that. They can follow that with a boat. Or we put one of those Hurricane Hunter planes with the radar on top of it and just steer that fucker right from above. You ever wonder about that? So as this storm here is now being birthed, made, or the cyclone seasonings being applied to the sky in the form of the chem bombs that you were seeing here, and too many innumerable to notice, to actually mark every one of them. As this shit stain coming out here over the top should say it all. Shardy skies for you and I. Die! That's what they want. What's that next message going to start saying on our screen? Is it going to go die, 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 die? Or is that heavy metal music that I used to listen to? Yeah, there was a lot of that in it. Bombs, bombs, bombs. They need a right mic for that, and I have my throat muscles back. Look at these sharks here. They're just absolutely farting up the sky worse than the warehouse guy. I remember when I lost my mind. Bomb. As they bringing on the fucking badness over Long Reach, and you can't even see the damage the radar's doing. But I see you. I see you. We have you all in the ICU if we don't start paying attention to this. These microwaves are not healthy for your body. And then with the 5G and the OG and oh my God of it all, and the test studies that are lacking, that are done the way the people of concern want to see them done. You know, as I'm watching Nipple Ripple over here with a huge areola with a clamp on it, like the brazier. And I'm watching the beaming of Long Reach. I realize that they've reached too long. They've reached too far. And they're playing God with Mother Earth. Now, Mount Isa, you've got a few dangerous cells over here in this corridor. So I'm going to let this run for you. And sip off my drink. Hello. Hello, Curidala. La 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 la. Bomb, bomb. Cure you of all your la la land right there, folks. La la land. These are chemtrails. These are chem bombs. And you are being bombed. You are being stormed. This is not a lie. This is the truth. And these storms will be tornadic. I can absolutely see the tendrils. Look at the curve bomb there. That's going to force a lot of electrics out this tendril into this one. When it snaps back, you'll get it. Boom, boom. The heartbeat of the world is controlled by EMF. Doo-da, doo-da. Beaming? No, it ain't beaming. It's just a glitch. Bullshit. Your glitch. It's causing clouds. It's making clouds happen. Now, you go over here and look. Dimmy, 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 bomb. See these microwave clouds? Look at it. Look at it. Smell it. Look at these storms. Look at the microwaves. Look at it. Look at the pulsations. It's like rub your nose in it. If it was a dog, I'd go, look at it. Smell it. What you're doing to the dingo. Bada ding dang dongo. And they just blowed it up all at once. Right, that might not be on you. That's 10 minutes off. You're just seeing a circle of it. I might have a few frames of this. 5 a.m. Just went up. I hate to have to refresh it, but I will. There's a field of bombs right here. There's one right here. Look, like the brain. Boom. Forceps. Doink. Insert the particle. Boom. Let it blow up over the top. All the craziness going on. Ass hatting it all over there. Man, put electrical ions into the atmosphere. Long Reach over here. She's beaming way south. See that line right here? In the haze, in the plasma. It's making a plasmoid. Bunch of plasmoids. See the straight line? Now it's the beam. That's that beam line. You could see the glitches, man. If you look real close, you'll see the glitch. And if you don't see the glitch, you just being bitched. Go get your eyes checked. Boom! See it? That's going backwards. A lot of action off Harvey Bay here. Gladstone. So look at the corridor over here in Poontang. Yep, to the poon. But say no to the harpoon. We should not be harpooning the whales. Ever. No, 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 no. Boom, 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 boom. I was watching a movie the other day. They said Moby Dick was really Herman writing about his own homosexuality and his experience of sharing a bed with somebody. And it talks about it in the beginning of the book, and I went, wow. The guy was writing an essay on it. A movie called The Whale. It's a very powerful movie. It's very trouble. You walk away with you shaking your head, feeling bad. Like maybe you've done some people wrong in your life and you should change. So I guess that's a very good movie. But it's not so good to look at the Starship Enterprise over here. Is it a Klingon bird of death, prey? Boom! Oh no, it must have been one of them. They with the Masonic apron. Chem bomb suck, chem bomb suck. Don't you know that chem bomb sucks, especially over the reef? My fucking reef. Yeah, look at the chem bomb. You have a pilot flying any crazy patterns around here today? I know some of you people do your flight radar work. Well, if they did, that's what they did. And it's a feasible amount of area for them to cover. Right here. Put an R in the sky. Why don't you just write "fuck you, Rob" up there in the sky? So really just taunt me a bit. Demi bombs. And look at that shit heading toward Emerald. Not good. You will have storms tonight. Everybody has storms tonight. The chem bomb will bring in storm tonight. It would look like a demon. You would see demons. Everyone's screaming. Yeah, Eminem. Face off, frazzle drip motherfucker. Oh, look at the microwave here. Everybody says, oh, that's just microwaves. They say they're chembombias. And I will prove it by the location and the formation. And they're happening in a microwave matrix, causing plasma. Plasmoids. Plasmoids. And these are the particles that are being excited into the plasmoid states. Look at, oh my God. Oh my God, they're passing gas. Look at the 4-star domino. Oh, they're passing gas on you. Here's a bomb, there's a bomb, everywhere a bomb. Old McChem bomb had some bombs. The Burorio got some bombs. And they laid the creek. Lay Creek, Marie. Have some Marie and Marie. Breverina, his radar was surprisingly quiet. His areola was not very dumply. Maybe it was a little warmer down there. How my luck? It should be right here. Nah. Yeah, you gotta, maybe the wind's blowing a little bit. Oh, no. It's good. Maybe a little ice cube. Maybe some of the blowing on top of the mountain there. Yeah, the areola's cranking up. Guilty Grafton is doing its bit. Bitchy fucking Perina's over here frying. Guilty Grafton is actually nucleating storms. So let's have a quick look down that way. It's had that name for a long time by me. Because boy is it beam a light. So I call it Guilty Grafton. You notice how that's just staying in place? Is that how the shape of the mountain runs there? Or is it a possible bomb deployment? Bomb. Glenn's anus. Glenn anus? What? Glenn anus? He said anus. Yeah, I did. Glenn wrecked them. Well, they wrecked them in an anus over there, that's for sure. They reckon it. Look at this. Chem bomb here, chem bomb there, chem bomb spoiling all your air. Look at the beam sweat. You got a beam sweat right here, shooting out. It's a beam. In that gap. I'm gonna bust this. Guilty Grafton, kiss my ass then. Boom, let's go. Boom, let's go. Heard it blasting into Grafton. Brizzy's going. They showed it better on the 256, I think. The Last Starfighter. Hey, the Ringo going there. They're definitely beaming. You got a damn wall going up here. It's an odd one. Bzzz. The eye in the sky is watching you. It's frying you in your sleep. It's bombing you just because you let Damn, you're not speaking up enough. You see, if you downed your tools, stop paying the money into the system that uses the money to sicken you. They'll become sick of what they're doing and change the fucking rules of how they're screwing. Yeah, they will. They'll change how they're screwing. Yeah, let's see. And then the coffee that we're brewing will be free of toxins, see? And they do, man. They're using your own money against you. Hey, pay me your bill money. Hey, give me your aluminum can out at the road so we can grind it up and spray it on your ass. It saves in processing time as this bomb is going off that looks like a brain leaking out. But you know, this is Western Australia. Hey, these are smart people out there, the miners. They handle explosives. But do you understand what a sweat sticker looks like? Do you understand the fourth industrial revolution, golden age talk is just the same kind of talk we heard about the Third Reich, Fourth Reich? That shit just wasn't right, man. It's just not. Hey, got a German guy up there. My gosh, put the hair on him in a stash. And you'll see some familiarities and listen to the talk. He's doing everything but pounding away, are the mother earth. They'll use the kids against you, and the Nazified skies are evident. There's another, and another, and another, and another, and another of these motherfuckers are just not Mother Nature. Who would you rather have, Mother Nature or motherfuckers in control of Mother Nature? And when you're playing God, God might have the tendency to show up. And well, it's a day I welcome. I don't fear that day at all. Long overdue. It's time for the oneness. Bring on the oneness. If you don't want to bring on the oneness, tough shit, it needs to come anyhow. You will never know the hour. You'll never know the minute. But you'll damn sure see the signs of the times, and the clock is ticking and it's running out, and they've got some nasties planned for you. I've shown you 2 cyclones so far. They said 3. So we're going to go to 3. Now, New Zealand. Cracks his knuckles. You're getting fucked. You're getting fucked. Get your arcs ready, New Zealand. Here it comes again. And this is a very unpredictable storm that I'm predicting, so I'm telling you what it's going to do. When I say it's unpredictable, it's usually pretty predictable. Taking a curveball and taking a dive toward New Zealand, all the winds are having it down. And come this day on the 11th, I'll lock in the coordinates of exactly where to go. They'll have that corridor long since set up on Mimic, right? The basics of where it's going to go is already set up now. You got the V shape here and here. You nearly get the V arrow pointing down the middle. And she's slamming straight in. She follows this corridor right here. See, now I'll go with you guys. Let me see if we can bump this stuff. Okay, New Zealand. Let's get you on screen here. A little bit more. I can get at the controls. Cool. Right, you got beam, man. This is coming to Chris. I can go a little bit up. Sorry about this. 175 should give it to me. What should come down? They've set the corridor up with a beam line here and here. So when it comes out of the uterus, it hits it. You got one going here that's hitting the center, this one here. Hitting it on that side is nudging it further along. It's actually made a cut through here, forcing this line to snap back. And then that moisture will funnel towards Australia's coastline. And this will wrap on around and in. And timed just correctly, these two will meet at about the time the low is here. And it's going to fuck you. You're going to get the cold air from that. See? Watch them meet. They got it meeting a bit more north. And she's going to come down steaming. The corridor of contentment here is coming from it looks like the super darn over down here in the Fjordlands is active. And it's beaming and not in the direction it's advertised to. It's advertised to beam in this direction and twin with this one. It's not supposed to be doing it that way. But they just changed polarity of which one they energize and the way they pulse when they aim them a lot of ways. You can heat up the atmosphere so hot it'll melt a missile if they aimed it at one spot too long. That's what they're designed to do. Missile defense. But you see that pulse right there? Aimings. Pushing that way. Your corridor is here. It's going to run into some resistance, actually, when it comes down here. So there'll be a brief moment of stall. It has to when it runs into that. If that line had gone a little further over, she aims right in here. So this is geoengineer assuring New Zealand, and a device in New Zealand is aiming it towards New Zealand. And what do I say about that? What a fucking shame. Fueling your own demise. You got a new prime mismanager, and he's doing just what the banker wants. Land grab, Auckland. And as we go along, it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. So let's put you back on screen here. Doink. And we go through into Monday. And the curveball comes. And here every model's got it going closer to shore. And so do I. Every model's got it going closer to shore. Like I said, the beam's going to decide it all. So you give me on Saturday, Friday night, I'll tell you exactly where it's going to go. About like I'm telling you where this is going to go now. They've set up the corridor. Now I'm waiting till this day here. Right about here. I'll know whether it's going to hit you slam on. And if it hits you slam on, that doesn't hit you. A whole nother one gets made just for you. Yeah, you're still getting a storm coming through here. One way or another. I think it's a negotiation of the profit mongers. They'll have a meeting and they'll say, all right, beam it. Right, send it the other way. I wonder this sometimes when I see complete changes in the weather plan. I wonder why. So as we go through the fuckery of it all, as I do the super zoom back, watch this. It's spinner season. I know they say it's cyclone season, but this isn't battling tops. The game we played when we was a kid. But yeah, in a way, I think it is. And when there's a top boy, there's a bottom boy. Which one you choosing to do? You want to come out on top? Or you want to wallow in the mess? And here's the formation of this cyclone. It's about to fuck the north. Here's yours. You can't say it's made landfall. It's forming over land. It's forming right here. All the flows are making this happen. So now that's near fucked you at the same time in the 13th, right? Absolutely. This is beam moment for you guys. You guys are going to be, oh my God, you're going to buy a lot of bread, a lot of milk. You're going to get to your happy spots. You're going to have one spinning off the coast over here. Everybody's going to be like freaking out. Ah, climate change. Ah, Al Gore's out there with a fucking flamethrower melting ice as fast as he fucking can. And we're all trying to have a laugh at something that's not laughable at all. Because on these days here, they're going to fuck the Northern Territory again. That's the weather plan says. And if all the beams are in place for it, I already showed you. They backed the whole river and they're bringing it through the back door. Soaking the streams, get them headed toward this way to kill the dreams. Yep, soak the streams, kill the dreams, and he's hanging out for a long time. That's a lot of water. Right? That's every 3 hours. It was 4. 4. It's all part of farce. With the fall, 10 days from now, the fuckery continues, super zooming down coast, somehow picking up more moisture. So I imagine the warm tropical waters will become a factor. You know, warm tropical waters, a factor. There's the boomings and the plumings of the one you're worried about. What you need to be concerned about is up here. All right, it's headed your way. So you got days away on that. And this is not expected to be a huge impactor. You know, this big trash compactor out here putting all this trash in the sky. Here come the trash packer, burn your eyes. Dead a boom boom plumers before your eyes. I'm not the lyrical gangster murderer. Don't be a dummy like that. Chem-bomb multiplies, mold is on disguise, and your walls are fried. You need to change. Here come the chem bomber, boom, and now. And we were even running. I ain't even checked. Billy Bob says, they definitely zapped grafted for the last 2 days plus spraying, and I've done a half an hour. No wonder my voice is here. Somebody says you're Fort Tapping. Is that the news? Oh boy, Mr. Bell. How about that, huh? How about that for the news? Are they telling you about the 5.5 centimeter an hour that's going to just camp out over here? Hey, whose name is this? Who is this Under my knife, says the butcher. Who is this under my knife? Who is this under my knife? Whammo. The corridor of discontent is set. The news is delivered. The coast road is again targeted over the next 10 days. Target the Bruce. Target your caboose. New Zealand, heavy totals when those come ashore. This is going to be another forecasted bed situation of which I don't enjoy having to deliver the news of. Even on the fives, the totals we're starting to see through this area, Mount Isa and them is becoming a flooding situation. Now, some of the streams, they looked okay this morning, but I'll really have a bunch of data in that area to even look at. It's not very fair. These creeks seem to be running all right. It's important to know. There's a creek over here. When I see shiny water over here, and I see water above these lines, I know you got a problem. When we watch the flood markers. So, again, we got a dangerous situation. It's going to be developing across the northern half of Australia again, sadly. The Savannah Large. Hey, I've showed your stuff enough times, man. You ought to let me have a holiday there. And let me wipe that camera lens off. But you've actually done a pretty good job. Make that a little bit smaller. I want to see what's going on down here sometimes. Yield. Is anybody yielding even? Let's see. Look at the moonlight management. You're gonna block the sunlight at night, right? Some stars showing. Starry, shardy night. They cam-bombed up till it was a blue haze. And it does in my fucking brain when people walk around staring at phones. See the circle right there at the bottom of it? I think they're taking pills with extra fluoride on their dill while chemtrails cover every hill and break the heart of every common sensing man. Do you understand the chem bombs that I show to you? They're not helping my sanity. They're damn sure trying not to let you free. Look at the kissing clouds here. That's one plume, that's another. One plume, then another. They're treating you like a giant. You're being cunted, man. What we got here? The Cooktown Car Rentals. You could rent a car from them, have air tours of Australia, and fly through this shit. And give me a good sample of what's up there, because we're not allowed. I want to know the acid content. They're dropping acid on you. The acid test. Will the foliage survive? Only the shadow government knows. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, the curve over here. Easy to see the drippy chemtrails in these pictures. Like an old pistol gun handle. It's a snake. Left turn, Clyde. Boom, 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 went the plume. Look at this one right here. This is obvious deployments. Look at this one here in the square with the tendrils coming out from it. Shape charges. And it got dark. The darkness came across the land as the chem bomb destroyed everything planted by man. We will all go away in the very acid which we're spraying. Maybe what happened? Melted bricks. Man, it's fucking acid. Straight line there on that thing leaning way in the distance. A lot of straight up plumes. Look at a boom here. Square. Charges going off. These are chem bombs. It's not Mighty Man throwing a ball. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Think you had some rain? Just having a snoop. Having a snoop. So I hate to be the bearer of that bad news. Yeah, but your highway is going to have issues. Let's turn some of this commotion on. As you get back from your weekends, the showers start along the highways when you're on your way home. Don't leave without the freedom with which you think you can deserve, which is all of it. Define freedom for me. I've never known it. It's been a promise that's been used like a carrot in front of the mule, but the carrot was rotten. When you go to put it in your teeth, it falls to pieces like mush, and it's bitter in your mouth. And they hit you with the stick. that held the mushy carrot when you go to bite it. But yet they put the carrot in front of you and tell you, look, it's real, it's succulent. This is your freedom. And as I see an obvious move to come from my beloved truckers, I ain't having it. And so I will keep you posted on your trips, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your films. And shout the colors in for me one time. Or two. I do it loud. I don't hold nothing back. I don't leave nothing on the table. Ask no quarters and hold none. And leave no cards in your pockets. If you hold one up your sleeve, it's time to use it. But let's stay honest. They trying to win a war with lies. I know we could win this by telling the truth. And honestly saying, you guys are in for a really rough time. It's not going to be a very good rain day today. So now I'm going to go with some of your what the fuck is going on right now. And I'm going to zip off. Let's see, we get the aerials going, blasting very hard. And I got a big beam coming from long reach down here, which I already showed you. It was actually cutting a line in the cloud. Glitch that motherfuckers. Oh, it's pulsing hard right now. Boom. Boom. So let's see if we can pick up the rhythm. Now the dangerous line's here between these two flows. That's a bad one. Tracking this way and south along these creeks. So if you're in this town here of Boilia, be ready. Be ready for very big downpours. Over at the Min Encounter Center and the churches and stuff, the possibilities of a flash flood heading your way are high. Watch your electronics. Definitely going to be a lightning show with that. Downburst and flash flooding is a definite. So watch yourself. It's going to be you got about a half an hour, 45 minutes heading your way. Let me track that again. Hang on. It's going about a hand and a half. 2 hands of screen. 1, 2. Oh, you got about an hour. It's coming your way. These are just isolated, just absolutely bloomed up all at once as this went on. So this one fuels that one while this one's going to have to calm down. Most of the corridor is set to flow that direction. So that's a sudden. Isn't this exciting? No. I wish I never have received this stuff. Let me just turn the radar off here so you don't know what's coming over. It was very brief and in grunt. And he just turned it off. So only you know it's there. Lots of blooms over here from just straight up bombs as they hit these trips. You hit these first, get them flowing this way before you hit those. Swallow the streams, kill the dreams. How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? They can bomb in you every day. How dare she? How dare she not talk about this? And with that boomed, and with that plumed, and with my voice in tattered and ruined, I have to look at my planet and wish her luck. 'Cause as I look at your sky, I think we're fucked.